Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV and welcome to another edition of Player Ratings. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And on Sunday afternoon, surprise to many, it was an emphatic 6-2 win away at Wolves. First win there since 2019. A hat-trick from Madueke, Cole Palmer shining a João Felix debut goal. Pretty much a perfect afternoon if you discount some slightly dodgy defending in the first half and the openness in midfield. But yeah, really good performance, massive result for the boys. Really needed that, even though it's just the second game, a big test of the credentials. And yeah, lots to potentially look forward to moving forward on that front. But let's dive straight into proceedings then with the ratings. There were a few changes to the lineup from Thursday night's game against Servette. Obviously, the standard back four was reintroduced. There was no Romeo Lavia, slight hamstring issue. Hopefully, it's nothing more than a major precaution. Don't want to be without him again this season. Could really do without that. Madueke was starting his first game of the season. Mudryk surprisingly kept his place, and obviously Nicholas Jackson came back in to lead the line. So let's kick things off with Robert Sanchez. And obviously, people know my thoughts on Sanchez. I think, generally speaking, the fan base are pretty united on the fact that he's not really good enough for Chelsea, and we want to see Jorgensen between the sticks as quickly as possible. But in fairness to Sanchez in this game, he was actually all right. You know, his distribution was better. His quickly taken goal kick was really great, which led to Palmer's brilliant lobbed finish to make it 2-1. Obviously, the defense didn't really help him out on too many occasions, but I'm not going to be sucked in by a positive Sanchez performance. This doesn't really change the bigger picture for me. And yeah, this was in isolation. This was all right. This was good from him today. But yeah, it doesn't change the big picture. As I said, there were some good things. Wasn't really at fault for any of the goals. There wasn't anything he could do about it. And I'd probably give him a 6.5 for this performance. I actually thought it was all right. In fairness, what a day. Eh? Chelsea scoring 6 and a positive rating for Robert Sanchez. What's going on here? Moving on to Malo Gusto then. He spent a lot of time playing in midfield. Suited him to a degree. Also didn't suit him at times. It wasn't ideal. He should have been more aware of Cunha when he was all on his own in that when he scored from that right back slot. We need to cut those mistakes out if we're going to compete moving forwards. But he was tenacious. He got up and down the pitch, got stuck in. And yeah, look, he's one of the best right backs in the league, no doubt about it. And this was solid from Gusto. Nothing spectacular, but nothing particularly poor either. He was better than average, so I would give him a 6 out of 10. Again, Wesley Fofana back in the starting lineup, having missed the game on Thursday. This was better from Fofana, obviously getting fitter, getting that match sharpness back. He flicked on the ball for Jackson's opener from that corner. Is that something they've been working on under the new set piece coach? I don't know. It could quite possibly be, but let's hope that it is, because that works really well. We still got work to do from an organisational standpoint, from a defensive point of view of set pieces. But Fofana was good, I liked what I saw from him. Good on the ball, some good runs, taking the ball into the opposition half as well. So this was promising. This was an improvement from what we've seen from him on the opening day of the season. So I'd say, slightly better than Gusto in my view. I'd give him a 6.5 out of 10. Moving on to Colwell, I thought he was really good, to be fair. And he's the only reason why Wolves didn't take a 2-1 lead before halftime. He made a brilliant block from Cunha's attempt. And if it wasn't for that, the game could have been very, very different. He defended well. His range of passing was really good. And this is the sort of the performances from Colwell that we are expecting. That is quality that he's got. And this was promising. And hopefully going forward, he can put in more of these types of performances, because this was good from Levi. So I'd give him a 7 out of 10 for that one. Moving on to Marc Cucurella. Again, I thought it was solid. Thought it was good. He played a brilliant ball in behind for Jackson. Didn't quite lead to a goal, but it was great build-up play. And there's a sign of things to come under Maresca. Cucurella gets stuck in. He defends well. His passing was decent. He didn't invert into midfield much. There was more of Gusto doing the inverting, which is interesting, because the inverting definitely suits Cucurella, but this was a solid performance, didn't particularly get caught out defensively at all. So I think I'll probably go with a 6.5 for Cucurella as well on this one. Moving on to the midfield now, moving to Enzo Fernandez. Second half, he was much, much better when he dropped deeper, dictating the play, making things happen. First half was not great. He was beaten way too easily by Ait-Nouri for the equaliser. The midfield was really soft, easy to get through, for large parts of the game, especially in that first half. That's something that has to be tightened up moving forwards. But look, Enzo was good. Range of passing was brilliant. Definitely looked better when he sort of dropped deeper in that second half. But, we can't ignore the first half completely either. So I'd say for Enzo, probably a 6.5 out of 10. Moving on to Moises Caicedo. Obviously, he went off towards the end. Hopefully, nothing majorly wrong with him. He obviously, first half, he was poor. I've got to be real. He wasn't good in the first half. He lost the ball in the build-up to Wolves scoring. And that became a regrettable theme on a number of occasions in that first half. He's got to do better both in possession and out of possession. Because against a better opposition, we could have been punished with those mistakes. There's no doubt about it, guys. We know that Caicedo's got that quality. We know what he can do. It's just those errors and losing the ball and giving it away. And Chelsea have got to tighten up in midfield because it's far too easy to play through us at times. And Wolves definitely exposed us, particularly in that first half. So for Caicedo, I think I'll give him a 5.5 out of 10. Moving on to the attacking quartet then. Let's start with Mykhailo Mudryk then. Surprisingly named in the starting lineup. I don't think many people were expecting him to be named in the lineup, given he played 90 minutes in midweek. And look, again, he was subbed at halftime. This wasn't amazing, but it certainly wasn't awful. Maresca saying after the game that he expects more quality on the ball from Mudryk. I absolutely get that. We need to see more quality. He worked hard off the ball, but again, with your attacking players, you want the quality on the ball. You want the right decisions to be made. And Maresca, again, honest about it, expects more quality from him. Praised him for his off-the-ball stuff, but expects more quality from Mudryk on the ball. Hopefully he can get that out of him. Because as I've said many times, that the ability's there, the talent's there, but the penny's got to drop for this guy at some point. And as I've said, this is a crucial season, and he is facing make or break in his Chelsea career this season. I think it will be defined whether he's here at the club next summer or not, based on what he does this season. And he can't afford to have too many more performances like that one. So I'd give him probably a 4.5 for Mudryk. Moving on to Cole Palmer. I mean, what can we say about this guy? What can we say about this guy? What a performance from him. Brilliant goal he scored, in the improvisation, the thought process to carry that lob out. Absolutely fantastic. He also provided the corner for Jackson's opener, assisted Madueke on a number of occasions as well, played a part in the Felix goal in the build-up. Just brilliant, just a special footballer, and it's an absolute delight to watch him play football on a weekly basis for us. What a player, honestly. People saying, he's going to be a one-hit wonder. Can he really do it? This guy got more assists yesterday than Antony's managed in his entire Man United career. I mean, what a stat that is, by the way. But yeah, Palmer for me, not quite a perfect 10, but I give him a 9.5 just for how instrumental he was throughout the whole game. Absolutely superb performance. Moving on to Nicholas Jackson then. This was better from Jackson, This was better. He gave us the lead inside 2 minutes. Then rubbed it in the face of the Wolves fans. Brilliant from him. Never far from a shithouse moment is Nicholas Jackson. And then he also set up Palmer for his lob as well. There were some good runs in behind from Jackson. He's still getting up his match fitness. He's still getting his sharpness back, having not played in midweek. Obviously, he started against City, first minutes in a long time. And this was positive from Jackson. I liked what I saw. Let's wait and see if an Osimhen or someone else comes in. But I think he's got the capabilities to lead the line for Chelsea, even though I think we would be taking a slight risk if we didn't bring any further players in that striking role. I have to be honest. Moving away. I mean, in terms of a rating for Jackson, I think a 7.5 out of 10 is fair for him. Caused problems all afternoon, took the goal well, and then there were some nice other bits of play from him. Moving on to the man of the moment, after calling Wolverhampton a shit place, he was loudly booed on every touch that he got of the ball. And you know what? It was going to go one of two ways. He was either going to post that and it was going to be a disaster class, or it was going to be a standout performance. Luckily for us, it was a standout performance. Brilliant, finishing for his goals. Really well taken. End product's been criticised at times, but there was no issues with his end product today. All goals assisted by Cole Palmer. That the two of them have got a really good chemistry together. Obviously, all that time that they've played together with the under 21s. Yeah, and Madueke's finishing was fantastic. Real threat constantly throughout the game. The one blotch on his performance was stupidly giving away that foul, which led to the equaliser. But I think we can probably let him off for that one. This was a promising performance. The club absolutely have to keep him. Absolutely cannot be selling this guy before the end of the window. And he looks a really good fit for the Enzo Maresca system, a really good fit. And I'm really excited to see what is going to come from him going forwards, because yes, there's competition with the likes of your Netos, your João Felixes and whatnot, but Madueke is showing that he fits the system well, he's performing well, and he can be a really integral part of this side and what Enzo Maresca is looking to build going forward, not just this season, but beyond. So absolutely delighted for him. Definitely his best performance in a Chelsea shirt. But I think Palmer's influence on the game was probably a bit greater. I know that sounds strange, so I would give Madueke a 9 out of 10. But yeah, brilliant performance from him. Moving on to the subs then. Pedro Neto played 45 minutes, so I will give him a rating. He was good. Was a threat throughout. Really nice, assist for Felix. So that little Portuguese connection there. That hopefully that's something to come forward. He's intelligent on the ball, makes great runs. This was good from Neto, and hopefully we're going to see more of him in the starting lineup going forward. But we really have got an embarrassment of riches, and it's going to be interesting to see how Enzo Maresca actually fits all these guys into the team. But yeah, this was positive from Neto. Looking forward to seeing him getting more used to the team, getting more used to the system. But I give him a 7 out of 10 for his performance. Really good from him. And then in terms of Felix, he played about 20 minutes. So I'll probably just about give him a rating. He's back. He's scoring. He came off the bench. The Chelsea fans were chanting his name. This is a good start. I've been critical of the signing, as many of you know, and this is a good start, and I want to be proven wrong. But we need to see more of this from Felix, end products getting involved in the game, and there will definitely be tougher tests to come for him. But there was some nice bits and pieces from him, so I'll probably give him a 7 as well. And then the rest of them didn't really play enough minutes to warrant a rating. But yeah, really positive performance, really exciting, really good going forwards. The attacking quality in this team is scary. There's no doubt about it. We're not going to struggle to score goals. We just got to fix up defensively from an organizational standpoint. And who knows what we can do this season. But it is one win. It's one result. Keep our feet on the ground. We need to repeat these wins, get these wins on a more regular basis, and then we can maybe start to get a little bit more excited for the season. But let's enjoy this for what it is. A great win, a great performance. That's our player ratings, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash the likes, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea.